Sound check, sound check. Okay, this sound looks good. Hello everyone. Just making sure that I sound better because the last two streams I just checked and my sound level was very low. Sometimes it was difficult to hear myself, at least for me. So I fine-tuned a little bit the settings and I hope this one is fine. So yeah, if it's not fine, please tell me. Well, okay, let's start. Guys, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are all fine and feeling well and everything is good. Welcome to the stream. Just as you guys voted again, King Air 1, King Air 350 today, Starship Air Ambulance in New Zealand. Beautiful clear skies, as you can see, fantastic weather. We're going to enjoy a lot of the scenery. I'm joking, of course, but I'm pretty sure the scenery is going to be fine and the weather will be actually fine to the places where we will be flying. So, hello chat, Sky Sailor, Sidley Hawker, Sim Crash Flyer 297, hello, Metal Storm M, hello, and Niels, hey, glad to see you here, guys. Thank you very much for coming. So, let's start off with an adventure. And today's story, you know, guys, I like to invent stories. And today's stories, we are operating this King Air 350 out of Christchurch. Now, I know it is not the place where this plane is usually operated. It's usually operated out of Auckland, but the scenery out there is not as beautiful as on the southern island. So that's exactly why I decided to go with Christchurch, because we are closer to a lot of beautiful locations in the middle of the mountains and so on. And oh, we even have a sky opening right there. And the weather should be a little bit more interesting than just flying out of Auckland over to those little airports in the area. So yeah, we are sitting here cold and dark with the King Air 350 in Christchurch, and you guys are going to be the dispatchers for our flight. And what I mean is I'm gonna create a poll with 4 airfields which you guys can vote on, and basically you guys are going to be the rescue coordination center, and your vote is going to be the place where we're going to be flying. So I'm going to do this twice. We're going to do one flight, well, the first flight in and out, so we're going to pick somebody up, then return to Christchurch, deliver the injured passenger, and then do the second flight with a different set of airfields. And it's going to be like this. Me, on the other hand, I will be preparing the aircraft while you guys vote and decide where to go. And once I complete the airplane, that will be the call or the moment to begin with the preparation for the flight itself. So I need to go as quick as possible, depart out of here, get going, pick the passenger, and return. So that's exactly the plan, guys, and I am going to create right now the poll. So first rescue call. Oh wait, this is a yeah, exactly. First rescue call, and now you vote. So I'm going with the first 4. First 4 places, which is Mount Cook, Omarama, oh Jesus, Omarama, I need to write that out correctly, then Wanaka, and finally Alexandra. So should be appearing any moment, and now you guys can vote for where do we go. Now, me on the other hand, I'm coming to the airplane, catching a nice rain. Let's get inside. check that everything inside is good. It's early morning in New Zealand. We're not flying real time because it would be pitch black. And my idea today is to enjoy a little bit of the scenery. Let's get into the cockpit, make sure that everything is good. Let's remove the gust locks right here. Take a seat, make sure that the batteries and rest is all off, the lights are off, gear is down, and the flaps are up. Let's take a look here in the overhead. I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but let's check if the battery is in good shape, and yes, it is. Now, I will probably request ground services for X-Plane, so we can use the GPU for the ground start. And I'm gonna go and prepare the rest of the stuff. So let's remove the chocks. Let's untie the airplane. You know what, I actually should go the other way around. So let's untie it here. Make sure that everything is good on this side. It's actually a pretty large airplane once you do this very basic walk around. Remove the other chock, remove the other tie down. Very cool stuff. Now the airplane is already refueled. That's the only thing that I'm not going to be doing, is I'm not going to be refueling it. But the refueling is pretty cool. I can demonstrate to you. You can come here. Where's the fuel cap? And you click on the fuel cap, and a truck comes close. Where is it? There should be a truck. Oh, it's on the other side. And you have this this pipe, and you can literally hold this here to refuel, which is really nice. But we're not going to be refueling for now. The airplane's already refueled, and we can also check here on the lower part if there's any water in the fuel tanks. There we go. See, that's pretty cool. All right, let's continue here, removing all the unnecessary items. We can also rotate the blades, so we can do a visual inspection of the blades that everything is good. Pretty sure that... oh boy, this guy almost killed me. Alright, pitot covers are removed. This one is going out, this going out, and this one is going out too. Need to press here probably. Now this is a lot of noise for me. Can I remove this one? There we go. Let's do a couple of rotations as well. Just make sure that the blades are fine and everything is good. Ekaterina, hello! Thank you very much. Hope you're fine. There we go, and nothing more. I think I removed all of the stuff and untied the airplane. So let's get inside. Let's hide from the noise and actually power up the aircraft, because we have plenty of votes already, so the rescue center is working nicely. All right, let's just check here. I think I need to connect the external power as well from the King Air. It doesn't work though without the X-Plane one, so make sure to connect both when doing so. And I don't know if you guys can see, but we have a voltage coming from the external power, so let's do just that. External power on. We can go with the tail and nav lights on. Very nice. Wait. Lights on. Make sure that's everything on the bright side. There we go. That's slightly better. Let's turn on the cabin lights as well. And also, guys, I wanted to ask you, do you guys know how big are the crews for these medevac flights? Because I don't know how many people do we need to take on. I was thinking about like 2 doctors and 1 assistant plus 2 pilots. Cabin lights, right. There we go, perfect. All right, let's leave this as is. And I just want to open one more thing on my second screen, which is the approaches for Christchurch, because the weather so far, I mean, it's been better than this, but the visibility when I was about to start the stream was just terrible, and it was raining and really low visibility. So this dynamic weather is actually very cool. Also, the second thing I want to do is plan the sim brief profile, because we have to submit a flight plan to VATSIM just in case, even though I am about 100% sure that we won't require it, because there will be no ATC, because in New Zealand it's very rare to get ATC. So B350, that is it. Niels, New Zealand has so many great approaches, no idea, but it sounds about right. Okay, Sync Crash Flyer 297, Danger Live. All right, so let's say the call has come, and I'm finishing the poll, and Mount Cook is our first destination. So the call came in, guys, we need to pick a kid who fell and is injured in Mount Cook. We need to pick it up and bring him back to Christchurch, to the hospital, so he can get treatment. So I'm generating my flight. We are already refueled. I'm gonna come already here and start the battery. And now that sim brief is fine, I just need to pre-file this on the network. Sorry guys, this is a little bit annoying, but I really have to do it. You know what? I can maybe it's gonna be easier if I show you what I'm doing, right? Okay, so this altitude and all the stuff, I'm gonna ignore it, and I'm basically gonna put that we are flying VFR, where it is. There we go, VFR, even though the weather is not as good, but I'm gonna follow the flight plan, and that is enough. So next stuff I have here, we're going to do a very simple departure out of here. We're parked somewhere right in this position. Now I can't find any ground movements chart, which is slightly annoying, because there's a lot of parking positions and so on, but I don't have those. And then on the flight, we're going to be searching for the rest of the stuff. Anyways, let me duplicate this thing. And the MC. This is, by the way, the real world documents from New Zealand. I just want to open the ground chart so I have an idea of how the airport will look in Mount Cook, even though I've come there before. But that's going to be enough, just to have an idea. Right, the plan is submitted. This is fine. Now I want to come here, and I want to find Christchurch. Let me do like this. Whoops. And NZMC. And now we're going to plan our flight to go to Mount Mary DME. This way, we're going to have a good area to descend if there will be clouds, which I don't think there will be. Let's check the infrared satellite. There might be. So far, I don't know. Let's see. Let's check windy as well. Do a little briefing. So the call has come, so the time is ticking right now, guys. We need to do this quick. Just making sure that everything is good. And yeah, it should be fine. All right, we got everything. Let's pick up the crew. So you guys are flying with me. You're gonna be my first officers. So let's add 160, 170. It's gonna be our weight. Now we're gonna have 2 medics with an average weight of 80. And 1 more assistant. He's gonna be sitting next to them, because why not? 85 and 50 kilos of medical equipment. I think that is fine. Let's apply this thing. Very good. And now let's go into the back. Close the door. Let's go. Andre, hello. How are you? We're having some fun in the King Air. Saving some people. All right, let's go. Let's start from the left. Standby pumps coming to on. Beacon light is on. The rest is all fine. Engine anti-ice is going on. We do not require a clearance right now. Let's turn on ground comm. Wait. Actually, this one is going to be funny because, yeah, we have the Garmin version. Right, let's do it like this then. Let's make sure we are on 122.8. We're not. RIP. 1228. There we go. 1228 is set. Let's come back out of here. I can switch off the master avionics because we need to switch that one off. COM1 is fine. The bleeds will come on with the engines. The rest, this is auto, this is auto, this is auto. Props are coming forward. And cabin, let's go to dim and bright this, dim this one as well. Okay. Andrea, we have to do this with multi-crew. Oh yes, on the other one. This is the payware one, but once the freeware comes out, yeah, we need to do this. All right, let's start the engines. Make sure that everything is clear. I'm gonna start number 1 first because we are on ground power. So let's open the window, clear prop, and starting 1. Waiting for 30%. Low idle. Waiting for 51. Starter cut off. There's the prop, ITT rollback. Very good, let's put it to high idle. I'm gonna switch on the generator. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Parking brake was not set. RIP. Now let's make sure that the generator picks up the loads. Yes, it did. Very good. I can close the window now. Now we can disconnect the external power. There we go, the load on the generator has increased, and I can remove the external power and remove X-Plane ground services. Let's go start number 2. Love the sound. %, low idle. Here comes the ITT. 51%, starter cut off. Very good. All in the green, starting gen on the right. Load is good. Let's pull both to low idle. Close the window. Now let's go inverter on. Avionics master power on. This one is going to be off for the moment. Let's go transponder to standby. 1200 is fine. ADF coming on. Let's come here. Turn on our IFIS, pitch trim, and rudder boost. Now I anticipate to be flying at 10,000 feet. I don't think we need to go higher than that. Cabin altitude will be 0, and we just need to program Mount Mary. Wait. It's the smaller one, let me do the pop out. So it's Mike Romeo. Nope. Am I missing something? It's Romeo Yankee, of course. I'm doing the wrong one. Alright, Romeo Yankee. There we go. Gonna insert this one. It's a DME in New Zealand. Very nice. I can pre-select nav. Just waiting for the IRSs to be aligned. A quick check on the weather. QNH 1032, wind light and variable. This is beautiful stuff. 1032 on the QNH is set. Altitude reading is correct. We just need to see 3047. Let's set on the other one too. 3047 is set. Cooler, hello, welcome to the stream. Just in time. We're about to get out and save the little kid that fell off in Mount Cook, and we need to bring him off to Christchurch. Alright, I wanted to set the wind to be displayed right here. And I need to change my source to be GPS. I can press right here. And this is good. Now here in Christchurch we have runways 02 and 20. We're going to be departing at 20. And this is fine. Let's go. Taxi light on. Brakes are released. We are off. The weather looks like it got worse again. One thing that I forgot to do was going to the page, last page here. Set the markers for our current weight. And this is good enough. Oh, nice, we got a Tupolev 154. Although I'm not very sure it's going to go into Mount Cook very well. We are on hold 1 Alpha 4. Let me open my ground movement chart. A little bit lost, sorry. Yeah, I am where I am. That's supposed to be. Okay, let's do a departure with approach flaps. The runway is long enough. Do we have anybody coming? No. Transparent goes to alt, landing lights on, strobes, recognition, hot 5. Ignition and auto feather. Clear on the... Ooh, nice shot. Whoa, that looks beautiful. Not my central line tag. Wow. Alright. Runway looks clear from both sides. Flaps are approach, you're ready to go. Let's do a nice line up. And what am I missing? I could turn on the weather radar, but it will be useless. Windshield anti-ice on, the rest is fine. What's the temperature? 6. Let's keep the engine anti-ice on. Can maintain the engine on low idle. Let's go, guys. Let's pick the kid. Prop spin up. Takeoff. Going for 90% on the torque. Airspeed is alive. Nice skidding and rotate. Positive climb gear up. And flaps up. Let's trim the aircraft properly. I'm gonna climb straight ahead until 1000 and then proceed on course. Lights off. And let's do direct, enter. Now let's come here, climb, yaw damper autopilot on. Add a bit of torque. Here we go. Autopilot yaw damper is on, GPS climb, altitude is armed. Sync the heading. Bit of turbulence. but it's looking good. Temperature 5.4. Once we clear out of the clouds, I think I can disconnect the engine anti-ice. Oops. Nice. Cool departure. Alright, 4,000 feet. And now we can even see some ground. Let's switch off the engine anti-ice. Add a bit of torque. Because as we climb here on the King Air, you guys know the torque gets lower. There we go. Switch down to the GPS. I need to bind a couple of keys there for the King Air. Looking good so far. You guys, you know, we don't even need to climb that high. Let's maintain ourselves at 7,000. Or maybe, you know what, let's do 8. So, also, I have a thing to show you guys. I've been working yesterday, and I made a couple of emojis. So that's something I wanted to show you. They're not final yet. They might still get some changes, but I think I can show you what do I have in mind so far, and you guys maybe might give me some ideas. So now that we're leveling off, let's reduce the torque a little bit. Let's reduce the props to 1,600. There we go. Switch on prop sync. And because we have to go as quick as we can, I'm gonna maintain myself as fast as I can. There we go. Now we should not overspeed the airplane, because otherwise it will start to pitch up and we really don't need that. So we're now flying at a good speed. Just keep going. So why did we lose GPS though? Weird. Let's do direct 2. Again, hit nav. I lost nav for some reason there. That's fine. The DME, does it work? Looks like it does, but we won't require it. Alright, it's looking good outside, apart from the rain. Man, I love the clouds. The clouds are looking very good. And the lighting too. So 18 minutes to go. We should get cleared out of this rain and out of these clouds soon. And Niels, yes, this is default weather and real weather. I thought it would be funny to experience a little bit the bad weather. Or at least the weather changes, because so far it's looking pretty good. Now let me open Photoshop I hope this won't lag too much the stream, but I have the emojis in Photoshop, and I need to show you guys exactly that. Yep, weather seems to be cleared off. That is good. That means we can enjoy some beautiful scenery of New Zealand. And we have a good tailwind. We might even climb slightly higher. Let's go to 10,000. Let's set climb. It will go like a rocket. And bleed off all excess speed that we have, because climb speed is around 160. There it goes. Let's go props forward. Add torque. There's 10,000 recognition lights off, tail lights off. It's getting pretty bright, so we don't need them. Now that the torque is fine, let's move the props back to 1,600. There we go. Let your plane accelerate. Oh man, it's beautiful. It's actually better than I was expecting. Look at this river. This is amazing. Anybody wondering what do I have in terms of scenery? Very simple. It's all freeware. I have Ortho for XP. Then I have a pack for custom airports. It's available on the forums and it's freeware. Sim Heaven, which is not required, I think, if you have that pack, because it gives you extra overlays, the scenery stuff. And that's basically it. This is default weather. The Ortho source is Bing, zoom level 17 or 16, I can't remember exactly, but I have high zoom level for the airports as well. Syncrash Flyer, it's the best looking general aviation aircraft in my opinion. Yeah, it is definitely beautiful. I do quite love the Metroliner as well. Probably if I could choose, I would pick the Metroliner. But the King Air is very good as well, and I love it. I love both. Both are great planes. Both are beasts. Alright, Photoshop is opened. So let me go real quick here to my folder where I have this stuff, and I will be showing you the emojis because we have, what, 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes should be fine. So I'll show you the emojis first, and then I'll show you. So once you become a member, I think that's how it works. You have like, what is it called? Like member statuses, depending on how long or how much time do you spend as a member. And so let me start with the emojis. Let me just minimize a little bit the window so we can follow along. Alright. Something like this. There we go. Alright. So, I have 7 ideas, guys. If you have an idea for 3 more, I have three more emojis to create for later. And first emoji is Takeoff OK. This is for the Embraer, but I find it so cool, the idea of the voice thing for the Takeoff OK, that I decided to create an emoji. So every time we're going for a takeoff, you guys start spawning the Takeoff OK emoji. So this is the first one. What do you guys think? It's pretty simple. It's supposed to be green, like a green light for departure. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the first one. Now, second one, supposed to be funny. When things go south. It's the oh no emoji. When something breaks, or when I do something bad or wrong, I think it could be a good fit for the task. What do you guys think? Then we're gonna jump for the briefing emoji, because on this channel, well, not today, but we usually do departure and arrival briefings. I did a very simple one today, but yeah. So this one is gonna be definitely a special of the channel. Oh no, would get a good mileage, says Cooler. Yeah. So this is the briefing. Now, not a good one, go around. So if we're not stable, if the approach is going badly or something, go around the emoji. I think it's a good one, it fits. And we did a couple of go arounds on this channel. I think it's pretty cool. So this is one of the emojis as well. Next one, autopiloting up. This is for the flights where we're flying either a general aviation aircraft or a glider or something like that, and we really don't want to use the autopilot because why not, right? Let's do some hand flying. And that's exactly why we have the autopiloting up. Or maybe it's just a way for you guys to express a challenge to me, like autopiloting up, hand fly the plane, now we want to see you hand fly the plane. And that's a good way of telling me. Next emoji will be the hard landing. Now this is supposed to be a tire which is basically exploding from a very good landing, as you can see. Now I'm not so sure it will work good on the emojis because the emojis are really small like this, and I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, basically the idea, it's a tire that's exploding completely because of a hard landing. So I will still work a little bit on this one. And finally, this is a difficult one and I probably will change it, but I was thinking about doing the butter landing, but at the same time it's something that it's so common already that I decided to try and improvise. And I like to joke that I'm an owl because I can't go to sleep very early and I usually sit late into the night. So I picked up this this owl clip art animation and put some Thug Life glasses over it. So it would be like the emoji for the smooth landing, and that's why it's written soft there. I don't know if this will work or not, but it looks kind of funny to me. Maybe I'll work a little bit on it. Maybe I'll just use the Thug Life glasses with a big soft written on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that one will be it. But so far, that's what I have in terms of emojis. I don't know. Do you guys have any other ideas? Sin Crash Flyer says, that's cool, Vlad, I like it, but I miss the bank angle emoji. The bank angle. I'll take a note on it. You know why I don't want to use the bank angle emoji or create it? Because I feel like this is something that streamer V1 Simulations did, and it's something that's very unique for his channel. And I am trying always to create something that's unique as well to my channel. So I will think about it. Maybe if we get a situation or something similar to the bank angle that's happened here on the channel that we might make fun of, yeah, I'll totally create that. And while we were talking about emojis and stuff, we're pretty quickly, look at the speed that we are passing all that terrain. We're pretty quickly arriving to our to Mount Cook, should I say. Now for Mount Cook, I will cheat on this and I'll check the winds like this. Wind is 320 at 5, so wind is actually coming from the north, so we're gonna have a straight in arrival, which is actually a little bit annoying because I like to do the you know what, let's take a little bit of tailwind, why not? Let's take a bit of tailwind. We do not have anybody on board yet apart from the medics, so I don't need to fly calmly and softly. Right now we're pushing the King Air to the wall. Yeah. "32 miles, and I'm pretty sure I know where I am visually right now, so I'm gonna switch over to heading, and I'm gonna cut a little bit to just make sure that I am correct on what I'm about to do. Yes, I am. And I want to go through this way right here. It will save us some time and get us quicker to Mount Cook, because Mount Mary, let me show you. Habitat would be actually better, or you know, we can use the explain map. Basically, Mount Mary DME is right here, and I used this DME because it is close to an area which is pretty much clear of any high terrain. So as we didn't really check the weather like very carefully, just a little bit, we knew that there could be a possibility of having some clouds in this area. And in that case, if we would be flying over the clouds, we would need to break through the clouds. And I would like to do that in an area which would be a little bit safer and clear. And that's why I have this Mount Mary DME as a reference, because we can use all this area right here. And this huge lake is a very good visual indicator of where should we go to arrive to Mount Cook. But now, as we can see from outside, the weather is looking fantastic, and we can actually see the lake in front of us already. That's why I decided to turn early. We have a second one right here, but it's this one. So my turn coming into this zone was pretty much spot on. And so we're saving the time. Instead of going to Mount Mary and then flying through the lake over to Mount Cook, we're going straight in, very close to the high terrain right here. But because it's VFR, we're fine, and we're gonna get there early. Sync Crash Flyer. Okay, that. It's better if your channel has a unique selling point for your emojis. You're right. We don't want to imitate anyone. Yeah, that's my point. That's why I decided to use those emojis that I showed you so far, because most of them are related to something that's either happens on the flying stuff here on the channel, or you guys commented on it. So I feel fine of creating those. And the bank angle is something like very unique from the V1 channel, which I really like, and I enjoy watching his streams a lot. But I really don't want it to do it so far. But yeah, thank you for your understanding. That's really cool. All right, and also we are approaching Mount Cook. Whoops, I just pressed the pedals. Sorry. And a very basic briefing. What are we gonna do is we're gonna fly a beam this little airport right here, November Zulu Golf Tango, which is Glen Tanner, and we're gonna start to slow down from Glen Tanner. We will be leveling off at 3,100 feet for the level off, because actually 3,200 feet, because the elevation of Mount Cook is 2,151. So we're gonna round up to a higher number, and we're gonna select gear down, flaps approach, as we're going to approach the Rotten Tommy point right here. I just now noticed that we have a couple of VFR waypoints. Now the wind is coming from the north, but it's only 5 knots, and I really want to do a circling. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross the Rotten Tommy, gear down, flaps approach, slow down, then go here to mouth of the Gorilla, fly a beam the runway, so joining the downwind for runway 13. And then finally selecting full flaps, doing the circling and landing here with a little bit of tailwind, but a better go around escape route. So that's basically our briefing. And we can even turn a little bit more to the right, because you can see the lake is pretty huge. It goes from all the way from there, and Mount Mary DME would be somewhere right there. And so we are basically saving a lot of time by doing this. Now, this would be a good way to use the autopilot in-op sticker or emoji, because right now I'm going to disconnect the autopilot, remove the flight directors, and start descending. So we've already set the QNH to Mount Cook 1028. And let's start descending. Man, the King Air 350 is really fast. Like, really fast. It has a lot of bugs though. Like small things, but still I hope they will be corrected in the meantime. Yeah. Yeah, CSM crash flyer, autopilot off. That would be a cool thing. Like autopilot's in-op, but we're gonna make fun of the in-op. Like it's not really in-op, but we are flying it like it would be. Alright, at this point I'm gonna disconnect the prop sync. Now, just in case, I'm gonna turn on the engine anti-ice. Because I'm not sure if the runway is going to be very clear or not, and I really don't want to ingest any debris into the engines. And if you guys don't know, the anti-ice on the King Air engines, on the PT6s, or on the other ones as well that they have, it's basically used as a filter as well. So in case you're landing on gravel runways or something like it, definitely use anti-ice. Here we go, we're passing the other airfield, located in a beautiful location here, just as we are approaching Mount Cook. Shay TP, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Hope you're fine. Just in time for our first rescue of the day. You bought the Q400? Is that from FlyJSim? The Dash Q400? That's a very good plane, I hear. Right, we're going pretty fast. But it's fine. Slowly trimming the airplane. Keeping that descent. Man, just guys, appreciate the views for a moment. Mount Cook is a beautiful place. $100. Oh well, yeah, but it's one of the best, so pretty sure it's worth it. Alright, 1000 to level off. I'm gonna move the props forward so we get a little bit of extra drag, or maybe, you know what, we don't require that for now. Mount Cook. I can see the runway. Alright, we are approaching that point according to the briefing, so let's go. Gear down, flaps approach. Bring the airplane. Switch on the lights. Let's go descend to 3,200 feet. You guys can see the runway on our left. Alright, let's maintain blue line speed for now. About 130 knots. There we go, 3,200. A little bit below, let's stabilize. Alright, you can see, guys, the runway is a little bit damp or wet. I can definitely see some water on it. And the wind is 5 knots headwind from here. So we're gonna have to accept the 5 knots tailwind, just as we briefed. Let's maintain the altitude. There we go. Recovered. Perfect. Let's go flaps full. Maintaining 120 knots. Joining the downwind. Everybody on the ground would be waiting for us. Let's fly downwind now. Make sure not to crash into this mountain because it is actually pointing towards us. Let's initiate the turn to the left and a slow descent rate of about minus 200 to 300 feet. Keep the power in because you guys remember that our stall speed increases in the turn. Looks good so far. This is where I would love to have one of those track IR devices, and I have a custom one that I made, but it is not very good. Yeah, this would be a good place for a bank angle check, actually. But we haven't crossed the 30 degrees, so that is good. Slightly high now. Let's remove the power. Descend. On the profile, power back. We want to be at 110. It's a bit of wind shear. And reverses. And brakes. And my joystick decided to play games with me. On the flare, it started jittering around, moving. Oh boys. Welcome to Mount Cook. Switch off the ignition, recognition, hot 5. Let's turn around. We need to pick up the little boy. Flaps up. I don't know if that's wind or if that's my pedals, because my pedals are definitely playing games. Transponder off. Oh, I forgot to move the props forward. That's why we didn't have that much reverse. My mistake. Yeah, it's wet here. Alright, and you know guys, how we're gonna do this? I'm gonna shut down engine number 1, and that's gonna be it. And then I'm gonna restart it. They will get on board with one engine running. So this is gonna be a very quick operation. Strobe lights off. Landing lights off. Minus 89 says ATP. I'm going to check that up, and I need to read through the comments. Let me just park up right here. There you see, guys? They're waiting for us. Brakes set, taxi lights are off. Now, just for precaution, I am gonna switch off avionics. Switch off left gen. Set the right engine on high idle. And cut off engine number 1. Let's make sure that the load on the engine number 2 keeps being fine. Let's feather engine number 1. And leave this one as is. Forgot to switch off the inverter, or actually wait. I think they work regardless. Good. Let's come back. Let's open the door. Load up whoever needs to be loaded. I'll be sitting here. And let's add the load. So, how many kilos should we add? Let's say the assistant now will be sitting right here, 85. And the kid, let's say he is on a special bed. He weighs about, I don't know, let's say 40. No, maybe less, 35. 35 kilos. There we go. And we have one parent coming with him, so let's add here 164. Let's apply this. I can close, just make sure that the fuel is fine. And now, moment of pause. And read through the chat. So, you bought the FlyJ Seam Q400. That's very cool, study level. Cooler says, I still want to see that one real flight sim place that is in the city. What do you mean, Cooler? One real flight sim place? JTP, I will do some Luxair ops. Oh, you can come to London City. Oh, yes, you know what? You guys know Xcrafts, they released an open beta for 1.1, 1.1, version 1.1, which has the FMS speeds, ILS auto-tune, and the steep approaches, and I've been testing it. So I was actually thinking of streaming it today, but I decided to wait a little bit more while they fix a couple of bugs that they still have there. And then we're going to be doing a live stream from London City on the Embraer 190 for British Airways. And we're going to go either to Paris or to Amsterdam or to some other place. But we're going to do London City ops. And that's going to be amazing because I never did that. I never did that flight on the channel. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. And so, ShayTP, you could join me on your Q400s and do the flight with us. I think that'd be cool. ShayTP, Cooler, wait, like the full motion ones, they have some common people options you can buy for like 1 hour. Aha, I see. Okay, I see, I understood what you meant. You want to visit like one of those full motion flight sims or something close to that, but open to the public. I'm pretty sure you can find that. Alright, everybody's on board. Close the door. We will be leaving the doors open so the kids can actually enjoy the cockpit action. Alright, big light is on. Let's unfeather the engine. Fuel boost pumps are on. The rest is fine. The live engine is on high idle. Temps are all good. Let's go. Starting 1. Low idle. IGT should be slightly higher now because it's a second start. Not as bad. Okay. 51%, start a cutoff. Let's wait for everything to go into the green. Switch on left gen on. Both engines can come to low idle. Loads are split. Avionics master power on. Let's close the door. Taxi light coming on. Transponder can go to alt. Now while we wait this for a line, we can go very quick here to the Garmin and plan an arrival to Christchurch. Yeah. It's Zulu Charlie Hotel. Perfect. And I can go procedure. We want to select an approach. And I would like to go for an ILS 02. With, now I need to get the point. I need to get the point though. You know what, doesn't matter right now. We'll just proceed direct to Christchurch and then as required. Alright, everything is good. Let's go, set flaps. Yeah, you saw the pedals there? See this? I'm not touching my pedals. Looks like I'll have to buy new pedals eventually. But this is really annoying. I'm gonna use flaps approach. 10,000 feet. And away we go. Let me just check what we have here. Pitot, and the rest is good. Let's go. Let's depart out of here. Now, we need to fly very carefully because we have an ill passenger and he might be scared of flying, so I'm gonna make sure to be as smooth as possible. Now I wanna go trim up. Strobe lights on, transponder out, running lights on. Let's just make sure that nobody is there. Oh my god, look at this approach. This was beautifully done. Do you see this? Look at this downwind. Wow. Alright, let's go. Auto ignition, auto feather on, clear on the left, clear on the right. Yeah, see this? That's why the plane was shaking. Not very good. Okay, so what else? GTP is saying, or actually Sim Crash Flyer Q4XP is a good plane, I like it. Yes, I agree. I know it's a good plane. It's not a plane that I would buy, but I recognize that it's very good. And for the people who are interested in it, definitely go for it. GTP says it's really sexy and I love the 12.1 update. That blue makes it look very good now. Oh yes. Metal Storm, Sim Crash Flyer, CO pick at the Discord, it looks nice as always. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell, but I checked delivery for the 7.4 and it looks very good. We're gonna definitely be using it once the 2.8 update comes out. Oh man, look at that sound, I just love it. I do prefer the default, or not the default, but the mod C90B. Two-hand flies a lot better than the King Air 350. But damn, this one has good sounds and good graphics. Alright, let's set the brake. Set the lights, hot 5, windshield on, anti-ice is fine, this is all good. Do we have anything here? Nope. We are ready. Are you guys ready? Now would be a good time to spam that takeoff OK emoji, but that's gonna come up soon. Let's go guys, back to Christchurch. Prop set, let's go, torque, 90. Airspeed's alive. Yeah, see, that was not me. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Why is that? Oh, did we just depart with full flaps? Are you guys kidding me? Yeah. Alright, flaps up. That was a full flaps departure. See, this would be a good place to set the oh no. Okay, lights are off. NTI lights off. Now, very smooth. Sync the heading. Heading, climb, yaw damper, autopilot. Whoops, GG. Oh no. See, this would be a good thing. And yes, sync crash flyer. That's a beautiful livery. Really well done. Right, now we're gonna have to do a smooth level off. So for that, because we are on climb, what I'll be doing is I'll simply decrease the torque and decrease the climb rate. Or I could just do the vertical speed way. Let's start by going left. Over to Christchurch. Let's actually do direct too. Still need to go more to the left. We actually could. Well, goodbye Mount Cook. Look at this place. Isn't this beautiful? It's just amazing. I love this. Alright, let's go 11,000 just across those mountains. A little bit better. And I can do a new direct too. And I can probably go nav at this point. There's 9,000. Still climbing like a rocket, which I love, by the way. And let me try the vertical speed route. So let's go vertical speed. Press down a lot of times. It's 10,000 recognition lights off. No, it's still climbing like crazy, man. Can I lower it more? There we go, that's better. I can keep the torque this way, so we can accelerate. And the plane will keep climbing softly. There's 11,000, and it should level off. Why are you not leveling off? Yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about. This King Air has still a lot of bugs. Why wasn't it leveling off right there? Why wasn't it following commands? And it's very pitch sensitive. They need to fix the flight model. There we go, back on nav. I know. But it should start descending, my friend. And I want to go to 11,000. I don't know why it's keeping Look, I broke the plane. Looks like I broke the plane, not joking. What did I do wrong? Can you go back, please, to 11,000? Or if you really want, so we can go to 12, but I'd prefer 11. Okay, we're going to 11 now. Good. Or because of the terrain, I would actually prefer to go to 13 now. Let's do climb. Please climb softly. We'll slowly add torque. Like that. Poor kid, probably feeling sick already. What is going on with this plane? New Zealand scenery is so good for freeware. Oh yes, and the Bing orthophoto is almost perfect. It's almost perfect. Alright, now we need to add extra torque for it to keep climbing. Niels, is there HD mesh for New Zealand as well? No, no, no. Only ortho for XP. Or at least, that's the only thing I use. Sync Crashflyer, I set a video on Facebook and I get a lot of positive feedback. I think I'll publish the livery after the stream when 2.8 is out. Yeah, of course. I usually provide all the links in the description as well, so... Reducing the torque so we get a nice level off. Nobody bounces off in the back. Like this. I can start to add torque now. Alright, looks like we have the plane under control. Let's reduce the RPMs. Switch on prop sync. There we go. Where are you going? Look at this. And the flight director is going down, so I don't know what's the problem with it. And Niels, yes, I had alt capture armed. Look, it's alt green. What's going on with you? Yeah, the autopilot is broken. We managed to broke the autopilot with one flight. Okay, well then, autopilot off. Autopilot in up. I was joking about it, but actually, that's exactly what happened. So let's go, 13,000. I'm gonna try to fly as smooth as possible. And as quick as possible right now as we're flying in a straight line. And once I stabilize the airplane enough, I will want to go and plan our arrival, because we need to plan our arrival. Because if the weather keeps going, or keeps being as it was when we departed out of Christchurch, we better plan for an ILS approach. JTP, that's a good idea for an emoji. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm very happy that you guys liked it. Also, if you have any other idea, please tell me. Okay, reduce the torque a little bit. Still getting on the altitude. Sync Crashflyer. That's why we can never have anything beautiful. We always ruin it. I don't know, man. But it looks like I usually break simulator planes. And this one is definitely off to a funny start. I hope after our turnaround in Christchurch, it will get fixed. but it's fine. We'll hand fly this one, and if we really require it, I probably will be able to hand fly the rest as well. As long as you don't break the actual planes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna really try not to. Really try not to break. Those would be a lot more expensive. Okay, did I open the ILS? No. I need to open the ILS. A couple of clicks of trim up, just a couple. Ah, ILS, DME, runway 02 and 20. Is this gonna be a description? No. Ah, okay, it's 2 different pages. So, let's prepare ourselves. Let's come here to the Garmin. Let's select the localizer frequency 109 decimal 9. There we go, that's set. And now I would love to pre-select the course, but unfortunately I don't really know how to do this on this one. But let's try. Let's come here. And what I need is this panel. So let's try course control. It's not changing anything. No. Okay, let me try course pre-selection. No, course control. Okay, there we go. Pre-select. Now, the course control, can I switch from localizer? VOR1, VOR2, GPS. Alright, I want VOR1 to be selected, and now with a course of 016 for the ILS. That is it. They're planing up. Yeah. Well, but I think we're doing a good job. Hand flying the plane, programming the arrival. The weather in front of us doesn't look very good though, but so far I think we're gonna be fine. And now, minimums for us is gonna be 200. I don't know if you guys can see, but DH, decision height, is right here. This airplane actually features a radio altimeter. So that's what we're going to be using. And now I'd love to get a way to change course. Course activate. No. Yeah, I need to read the manual for the avionics. All right. I leave it like this, and then we can change to VOR1, which is pre-select right there. Good stuff. Now, what I would love to do is come here, go into procedure, select an approach, select ILS 02, select enter, and via Idubu, hit enter, and we're going to activate it. So this way our GPS is going to send us over to Idubu, which is the initial approach fix. It's not written, but should be probably. Gonna put the heading to there and let your plane steer off. Very easy towards it. Is the visibility going down, or it's just me? No, it's just me. In the meantime, guys, get ready, because you as the Rescue Coordination Center are going to have the decision for the next destination. Let me check the fuel. Fuel is looking balanced and good. Alright. Plane is flying nice now. Stabilized. Everybody on board is happy, I hope. If the kid would be on a bed, could put him a little TV to show something, maybe? I don't know. Nah, it's probably just... I'd be simply watching out of the window. This beautiful scenery outside. Alright, drifting a little bit to the right, let's correct. And get going. Also guys, I want to tell you that I'm not sure if I will be able to stream next week, for a very simple reason. Next weekend is going to be the weekend before the last 3 exams that I will have for the ATPL, and so it's very important for me to get those straight, and so I will probably not be able to stream on that day, but I will come from the exams and we're gonna catch up. I'll probably even do 2 streams to catch up, just as we did last time. I think I uploaded a video and the stream, I think. Not so sure, but kind of feels like it. The child watched some Mayday episodes. That's a good way of having fun. Cooler, best of luck. Thank you very much. I will absolutely need it because it is quite difficult. It's quite difficult. There's a lot of things to remember, and a lot of traps, and a lot of different information. It is not easy, and yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired of it. So, it's part of the process. I'll get through it. But yeah, it's tiring, and that's why I don't want to take chances. I want to come rested, so well prepared, and just do my best. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Katerina, and thank you, ShayTP. By the way, the Aeroflot guy disappeared. And why do I feel like this Air New Zealand 200 is going to Christchurch as well? I have a very slight feeling that he's coming to Christchurch as well. Yep, he is, and it's 777. So we would actually have probably priority because we are transporting an injured passenger, but because this is VATSIM and nobody really cares, it's probably gonna come in front of us. I hope so. I'm gonna keep my speed up, and let's see. We have 30 miles from Idubu. The localizer should come live soon, or not actually soon, but it should come to life. I'm gonna monitor on the DME, and I'm drifting off again, so let's correct. Back into the clouds. Oh yeah, this is the river we crossed before that I was looking on. Very beautiful river. Yeah, so the clouds are definitely moving. Syncrash Flyer, also the best for me. Thank you. I will need it. I'll need it all. Alright, let's do maybe a call on VATSIM. We are Skyline 1. Christchurch traffic, this is Skyline 1, medical evacuation aircraft. So we are 24 miles out of Idubu for an ILS runway 02, Christchurch. Keep my speed up. We actually might arrive there quicker than he. So let's see. 22 miles. I'd probably like to descend to above 2,000 feet. Yeah, to Idubu to feel comfortable for the approach. So let's actually start the descent. Let's put some trim down. Remove a bit of torque. Nice and easy descent. Now we're probably gonna have some turbulence in the clouds, so this is gonna be challenging for us, but I'll do my best. 4 minutes to go to Idubu. Let's turn on engine anti-ice. Prop sync off. .1099 is correct. Now we're gonna be first. Into the bad weather. And we are approaching 10,000. Let's go recognition lights on. Let's check what's the QNH at Christchurch. 1032. Let's set 1032. 12 miles to go. We're a little bit high. I have some IFR flying right now. So far, we're going smoothly after the autopilot problem. Looking fine. Just want to see the course so I have an idea of how much do I need to turn. Probably gonna do an intercept from above. Oh, there we go. Localizer is alive. And India Charlie Hood. India Charlie Hood. Oh, Jesus. I got scared. An ambulance passed on the outside and it was just so loud. And I confused it with some autopilot or emergency bell on the aircraft. Alright, 6 miles to go from Idubu, passing 7,000. A little bit to the right. Follow the needle. We're doing a nice descent. Skip it that way. There's a bit of turbulence. Yeah, there we go. Change to localizer. Can I go like this and now like this? Now I just have to fly straight. Oh, we're basically on the glide path. Pretty good. So because we're on the glide path, let's actually start to slow down a bit. Watching for that localizer needle. And it will come pretty fast, so let's try to anticipate it. There it comes. Probably a slight overshoot, no big deal. Remember, we want to have a soft and nice flight for the poor kid. Slightly below the glide path. This is good, we have extra speed to dissipate. Now we are on the localizer. And a nice headwind. Look at this. That was a pretty good interception. Now trim the aircraft properly. And forgive me, but I will set the lights on already. Move the props forward. Christchurch traffic skyline 1 on the LS 029 miles out, Christchurch. And nice, we're still slightly below the glide slope. And a little bit to the left of the localizer. Let's correct that. Now I just need to focus on flying the needle. This is actually difficult because we really have to concentrate constantly between the ND and the PFD, and that is not easy. Slightly above the glide path now, that was a bit of turbulence. There is almost 180 knots. Let's go gear down. Flaps approach. Nice. Maintaining this attitude. Gear is down, 3 lapped. There's 2000, radio altimeter is alive. Whoa, that was a nice downdraft. Or whatever that was. Speed is good, still on the localizer, on the glide path. It's looking very good. Just checking PFD ND, PFD ND. Pretty stable. Christchurch traffic, skyline 1, short final, runway 02, Christchurch. A little bit to the right, correcting. Gonna land with flaps approach. Or you know what, we'll go with flaps full actually. Oh, could see the ground. Good stuff. Ah, still following glide path and localizer. I don't see the runway at all. Well, our minimums are 200, so we can keep going. Just need to focus on the localizer, correcting a little bit. Need to go a bit to the left. Let's go flaps full. And we want 110 knots. Props are full forward. Gear is down, landing checklist is fine. Localizer a bit to the left. Let's correct. Slightly low, correcting. Ah, there's the runway. Runway lights inside. Woof, this was nice. Oh boy, I haven't done one of those in a while. Full hand-flown interception in full IFR conditions. And we are 500 stable. Almost to the minimums. Look at that on the glide path. On the localizer. 2 whites, 2 reds. 110 knots. That's pretty good. That's my pedals. Not the wind. Yeah, this plane is a bit sensitive. One red, correcting. Actually, we're fine on glide path. Thank you, pedals. Just 2 flaps up, reversers. Nice and slow braking. Welcome to Christchurch. We've survived, and so did our passenger. Yeah, you see my pedals there moving? Jesus Christ. Stop doing that. That's so annoying. And I will vacate here on the right, because we have a big guy coming behind us. Oh boy, he's really close to us. Should be landing any moment. Christchurch traffic, Skyline 1, runway vacated. Yeah, look at him. Just in time. Woo, that was close. That was actually very close. Oh, the reverser. I didn't know there are reverser animations on the models. I clearly saw a reverser animation. Wow, okay. Ooh, this was nice. Transponder off. Maxime, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm fine, how about you? Just having some fun? And I am just... well, yeah, I'm gonna park, breathe a little bit, and I'll let you guys vote for the next stop. 4 more airports. Actually, 3 more airports to choose from. Switched off all the heating elements. Yep. Now I'm gonna go here. I just wish I kind of enjoy to see all the static airplanes. They are part of the scenery, but that's at the same time, if you're coming into VATSIM and you have other people coming here, it's not as good. So I honestly prefer not to have them here, even though they are realistic. Oh. Look, the cones... oh, never mind. I thought that was the cones from the ground services. Next to the citation. The patient will be happy for that one. Oh, yes. Alright. And brakes are set. Exit lights is off. So let's do this quick and dirty. This one goes off. Boost, rotor boost and pitch trims go off. Oxygen disarmed. Let's go. Master avionics off. Inverters off. Let's switch off the gens. Switch off the engines. And below 30, below 30. Beacon light off. Let's call explain ground services so we can have external power. Open the door. Let the passenger disembark. Let's go external power on. Battery is charging, good. Alright, below 10 and 1, we can switch off the standby pump. Leave the nav lights on. Very good. 1, 2, 3. So, let me create very quickly a poll for the next rescue. Come on. Call from Rescue Coordination Center. Now, I have Hockey Tika, November Zulu Hotel Kilo, then Greymouth, November Zulu Golf Mike, and Westport. November Zulu Whiskey Sierra. And that is it. So, you guys at the Rescue Coordination Center, it's your job to vote for the place. And me, on the meanwhile, where did the guy park? Right here. Nice stuff. We were really close. We were like very close to him. I wonder if he would be on an X-plane, if he could feel the wake turbulence from our airplane. All right, let's check Volanta to see how did we do. Let me do it like this. Let's review the flight. You can see the difference. This is the flight with autopilot. The approach looks good though. The approach looks very good. First landing was minus 179 into Mount Cook. Then we did a nice straight in, a little bit to the right departure. And this is where I flew with autopilot, and this is where I flew manually. But look, the localizer part is really good. And the landing was minus 111. ShayTP, you got really close to that one. Niels, a 777 feeling wake turbulence from a King Air 350 doubt. The other way around, certainly. Oh yeah, the other way around, I'm 100% sure it would. But yeah, you're actually saying a correct point. Probably not so much on the other end. Alright, let's plan the flight. It's gonna be Skyline 2 for this one. And you guys might wonder, why is it Skyline and not some... Why Christchurch always appears as Garden City heliports? This is so fun. Okay, so what did I want to show you? Yes, I was speaking about the call sign. Well, because basically the contractor or the airline that's doing it, it's actually Skyline Aviation. So they own this aircraft, they painted it, and they have this service of National Starship Air Ambulance, which is actually from Auckland, but doesn't matter. We're having fun, and it's pretty cool. But yes, that's why our call sign is actually Skyline. So if you check this airplane on Flight Radar, because you can search for the registration and see what flights they did with it, the number is going to be Sierra Kilo Lima. So that is it. Okay, also I'm going to disconnect and connect back to VATSIM. To call sign mismatch, yes I know. And I can come here to SimBrief, edit the flight. Let's change the flight number to number 2. And let's see what the rescue crew... We have 4 boats, guys. 4 boats. Gonna give it a bit more time. I'm showing that I have 9 people watching. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more boats to come in. And while that, I'm gonna sit in the airplane, have a bit of rest. And we need to change here the weight because we're now back with only the assistant. Parents and the kid went away. And we still have plenty of fuel to do the rest of the flight, so we really don't need to do anything. Can just keep on it. Take a coffee. Oh, I would eat a chocolate bar. That would definitely be nice. Also, I'm pretty sure this thing opens. Yep. Storing compartment. Really good. What else is this on this aircraft that I don't know? Oh, yes, I know. We can open the engine cowling. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see. It is right here. So we can actually check some stuff. Does it look fine to you? Well, I think it looks fine to me. Oh, yes, and now how do I close it? There we go. We should be able to open it from the other side too. Really nice. This is actually really cool stuff. Engine oil service instructions, but we don't need to service it though. Nice. The seems all on place. Alright, looks like the call really went from Hokitika. Let's get inside the airplane and let's go, I guess. Next call came in. Busy morning, I guess. Alright, have a seat. Let me just do Hokitika, November, Zulu, Hotel, Kilo. I'm gonna have to cross a lot of terrain on this flight. Alright, let's go. Battery is on. Beacon lights coming on. Standby pumps coming on. Unfeather the props. The rest is good. Now, we are with ground power. So let me just make sure. Yes, we are. Ground power is on the right, so let's start number 1 first. Just pre-file real quick the flight plan. And just change this to VFR. File the flight plan, even though this is 100% not VFR. But don't care. Alright, let's go. Let's enjoy the King Air startup sounds again. Clear prop. Let's go. I literally feel the spark exploding. 13% low idle. There's the fuel flow IDT. And ITT rollback, 51%. Looking good. All on the green, let's move it to high idle. Gen on. There we go, generator with the load. Let's close this window. Disconnect external power. The load will increase. And I can remove the Airfoil Labs ground stuff and explain once. Let's go, number 1. There is 13% low idle. Here comes the fuel, ITT. Oh, this one is slightly hotter than the other one. 51%. Starter cutoff. Everything on the green. Starting the generator loads. We're good. Pull the engines to low idle. Let's go, master. Avionics inverter is on, nav beacon. All the rest is fine. Transponder is good. Pitch stream and rudder boost on. Force feedback joysticks would be fun. Oh yes, absolutely. And I kind of miss it because on the real plane you have that aspect so present that is really weird to not have it right here. All right, hockey ticket it is. So we need to clear the flight plan and go for November Zulu Hotel Kilo. So I need to finish the poll. Hotel Kilo, right? Yeah, Hotel Kilo. Enter, accept, close. Now that for this one, I'm gonna have to take a look at Sky Vector, and you guys will understand why in a second. Because remove Mount Mary. Because we're going to be crossing all this terrain right here, which is actually not that high as I was expecting. So Great Mora 8.1, 8.4, 8.4, 9.7 on this one. So let's go altitude of, let's go 10,000 feet should be enough. Maybe a bit higher. But let's start with 10,000 and see. I hope the autopilot will work. So let's see. Tax light is on. Here we go. Brakes released. Skyline 2 is on the way. And I would actually prefer to depart runway 02 now. So we departed runway 20 before. And now I'd love to go runway 02 because it would be quicker for us. Maybe one day I'll get the force feedback joysticks. Oh, and by the way, guys, how is the sound? Do you guys hear me more clear? Is it good? Is it not? Because I think on the glider stream it was definitely lacking. Clear right, clear left. There's a 777 landed behind us. And there are my pedals going places. Sound is good. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Man, I love the weather. Look at that. That's some, I don't know, some atmospheric clouds very low, but at the same time you're kind of in the clouds, but you can see some sky. This is really good stuff. Yeah, it looks like I will have to get new pedals eventually, which is very annoying. Because good pedals are expensive. You know what, how about we depart from the smaller runway? Because we have two runways here at Christchurch. We could depart from the smaller one. Nah, let's go for the big one, it's gonna be quicker. The spawner goes on, and strobe lights on. Clear on the left, clear on the right, we'll be crossing runway. Sync Crash Flyer, let's start the donation of Vlad's new pedals. I was thinking maybe more with the membership stuff. Once I get the emojis and etc. That'd be fun. Alright, let's set the heading for the runway. Now I need to change the source for the GPS. There we go. Alright, so very simple departure, straight ahead until 10,000 and then a left turn direct Hokitika. Sounds good to you guys? Sounds good to me, that's the briefing. Alright, we're not gonna use full runway. Flaps up departure for this time. Transponder is on, let's go, landing lights on, hot 5, recognition. Engine auto ignition, auto feather on. Props up full forward. Clear on the left, clear on the right. It's looking beautiful. We only have the medics and the assistant on board, so this flight can go a lot more harsh. Here we go. Windshield heat on. Let's go, guys. You ready? Takeoff, okay. Props a spin. Let's go. 90% torque. Airspeed is alive. Oh, the 777 is departing again. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Nice departure, lights are off. Christchurch traffic skyline to departing runway 02 to the west, Christchurch. There's 10,000, slower the nose. Accelerate a little bit. I don't get the trim of this airplane, it's very weird. Alright, let's proceed direct. Let's try it. Climb, nav, yaw damper is on, autopilot is on. So let's see how it goes. That was my pedals. I am loving the weather. Look at that. Isn't this atmospheric? This is so nice. I really like this. So 10,000 feet is set. We have altitude armed. Set the heading. Niels, Vlad, is the pedal issue global? I just wonder if somehow more than one axis fights over the rudder. No, it's global. And it's very simple. It's a common problem on this pedal because this is basically the cheapest pedals you can get. It's a Trustmaster TFRP, whatever. It's the cheapest one. And they are fine, but the sensor for the pedals is very dust sensitive. So no matter how much I'm going to clean them, dust is gonna get into there, and then it just starts doing this thing. And basically, the first time it appeared, I had to recalibrate all the pedals because basically part of the sensor or whatever, so it's always reading slightly to the left. Luckily, you can calibrate that with X-Plane and bring them just fine. And so I flew with them like this. I've been flying with them like this for already like 2 months or more, but it seems like probably more dust or something has gone into the sensor and it's getting worse now. So yeah, I don't know, and I really don't want to open them to clean because I'll probably break them apart or something. But there's a lot of people online experiencing the same problem, so which is a little bit unfortunate. Look at us go, guys. Look at us go. Already past 8,000 feet. Over the clouds. It is looking beautiful. Lovely livery. Comes with the default... yeah, comes with King Air. When you buy it, It's part of the pack. So really cool stuff. And we should be leveling off any moment. There we go, 10,000 feet, recognition lights off. I'm gonna reduce a little bit the torque. Let's reduce the props now, 1600. Prop sync on. Okay, autopilot seems to be working. Let the airplane accelerate. This one should be fairly fast. 17 minutes. I just hope that there will be good weather in Hockey Tika, because I don't think there are any instrument approaches. That's something we need to check. Let's check that real quick. Let's come here to New Zealand. AIP and SID, operational data, NDB. So we have an NDB, we have an RNP. Okay. Operational data. I'd love a chart of the airport. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have 2 runways. We have a thinner one and a wider one, but it's not as long. Basically, the taxi should be via the thin runway, alright. That is good. They should be both... Yeah, they're both tarmac, which is a good thing. Why do I feel like we're flying slightly sideways? Because we are. Aileron rudder is centered. Is that because of the wind? It looks like so. Anyways. We're still flying good, so let's keep on. Okay, now for the RNPs, let me check. What do they have here? RNP 03, RNP 21. Just want to check the weather. Wind 113 at 6. Temperature 7 degrees Celsius. Dew point. Sky clear. That's good. How about a visual approach, guys, for the thin runway? So we're gonna come from this way, basically. Just do the downwind, left turn, inbound, and then land. Backtrack at the very end. Job done. Seems like a good plan. And QNH is 1027. Let's adjust that. I will put it slightly higher, especially because of this terrain right here, which is looking beautiful again. Man, I just love New Zealand scenery. And we have, what, 13 minutes? 14 minutes on the flight. So let me read through the chat a little bit, and then I'll show you the members icons that I've been doing. So ShadeTP rotate and explain 12. I've loved the distance clouds, like it's clear in your region and you can see the far clouds. Oh yeah, that is so true. Sync crash flyer, sometimes the best pedals break. Yeah, that's true as well. Everything breaks, but these ones, it's a common problem. And man, we're flying sideways. What is going on? The fuel is balanced. The aileron trim is basically on 0. The rudder is on 0. I don't get it. But okay, never mind. And so yeah, but this is a common problem on these pedals. If you search a little bit on the internet, you'll be able to see that it's frequent. But yeah, I don't know. For instance, the Trustmaster T-Flight Hottest X joystick, I have the same one for already like 8 years, and the only thing that broke on it was 2 buttons that I used a lot for the flaps and stuff. Now I use the keyboard buttons, but still all the rest of the stuff works. The trim button is a little bit stiff. It doesn't work really well, but it works still. So yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. It's just the pedals are using that little sensor that's very dust sensitive, and basically your pedals spend a lot of time on the floor, and that's it. Same Crash Flyer, I wish Airfoil Labs will make King Air 350 glass cockpit versus version line like the 172. Well, that would be cool, I agree. At the same time, I would really prefer them to make first a very good flight model, because this one is lacking, and I would love for them to fix some of the bugs that they still have with it. And you know what, guys, let's climb a bit higher, because I don't know, I feel like we're a bit close to terrain. So let's go a bit higher, just to make sure that I don't get distracted for some reason and then we're gonna crash into a mountain. We're literally having fun, climbing above 3,000 feet a minute. You guys imagine the doctors on the back feeling the G-force? That'd be pretty fun. They'd probably be shouting at me right now. Oh, I can see the end already. There's the sea. So, reading through the chat. HTTP on Discord, there's a bot that you type on the ICAO, and bot sends you charts like Navicraft does. Yeah, I kind of know about it, but it's kind of like not really 100%. How would I say, correct to use it, so I try to keep clear of that, especially on YouTube, because I don't make a lot of money, like basically in all these years of YouTube that I have here, I make very, very little, but I do make still some, and well, if you make some, why don't you spend it correctly? And there's a lot of questions that could be asked for. So that's why I keep using the AIP charts, which is actually fine, because you learn a lot of the things, and you explore stuff that usually people don't do. And then once I'll start working on the airlines and all that stuff, at least I hope I will, and I get a better amount of money, then I'll just buy the Navigraph subscription, because I think it's worth it, and it's going to be very, 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 very good. Cooler, I'm going out later, so I'm going to pretend I'm doing my makeup in the King Air passenger seat. Oh boy, so that climb out we just did was probably not very good timing. Oh boy. Sorry. Sorry. ShitTP, I'm back. By the way, can you send me a Discord so we can do the London stream? Yes, but what do you mean by sending you a Discord? Like sending you an invite or something? But I will still take a little bit of time until I do the stream, so it's gonna be at least in 2 weeks. In the meanwhile, yeah, I know what. You can find a way to contact me, I think, somewhere. I'm just thinking. I know I have my email on the description of the channel. You can send it on to my email, and then I'll find you and add you. and then we can talk about it and just there is not much to talk, honestly. It's gonna be the same day, same time, so basically that is it. But yeah, Syncrash Flyer, I bought just flight PA28 and flies great. I hope the King Air will get an update. Yeah, I really hope the King Air will get an update as well. And the PA28, is that still latest? They just flight latest that they did, I think, latest update, right? I think so, should be. Cooler, it's okay, I didn't smudge the glitter on much. Now come the harder parts. Alright, harder parts, let's go. Autopilot off, let's roll it. I'm joking. I'm joking. Totally joking. Let's get back the autopilot. Let's go nav, altitude, yeah. Man, this autopilot is weird. Why does it start when I press the rest of the stuff? There we go. Nav, altitude. There we go. ShTP, okay, I'll be waiting for your email then. Syncrash Flyer PA came out on the 1st of July. Ah, I think I know which one it is. It's single engine, right? Yeah, Just Flight does some great models. I tried PA34 from Microsoft and the walk around is so cool. Ah, speaking of walk around, yeah, we did today, but the King Air, Jesus. The Cirrus, the SR22 with the Reality Expansion Pack has a walk around feature too. So we gotta try it as well. And now look what the autopilot is doing. It looks like I broke the autopilot again, so autopilot in up, that's my pedals. So let's switch the autopilot off. Need to start descending. So let's go reduce a bit the power, trim down. Altitude alert, that is checked. Just going to join the downwind and then land. Yep, you're right. Okay, I know which plane is that. That's actually a very cool plane. I never tried it, but it looks very cool. Alright, reduce the power. Man, it is looking very beautiful. And we're through 10,000. Let's go. Recognition lights on. Prop sync off. Look at this. Oh man. Doesn't it look beautiful? Autopiloting up. Yeah, look. If I had the emojis already, there would be at least, like, what, four chances to use them today? Ah man, I need to get them ready. After the exams, I will get them ready for the channel. Man, look at the scenery, it's just so beautiful, New Zealand. Absolutely fantastic. Just look at it. I don't know. I love the views. I absolutely love the views. Alright, let's fly the plane. We drifted a bit to the left. Speed is still good. Airfield elevation is basically sea level. And I think I can barely see it. Yeah, exactly. Right there. So, we're gonna go over to the sea and then land through. This way it's gonna be noise abatement as well. So we won't fly over the city. Sync crash flyer, it's crazy, all circuit breakers work. Wow, that is actually very good. On this one, no, they don't work. I actually would really love to have the Cirrus with the circuit breakers to work too. Because it gives a lot of... It's not that you're going to be pushing the circuit breakers every time, but it gives so much more possibilities on the failures side of things. That is really, really nice. Alright, let me level off a bit so we can slow ourselves down. I can put some gear and flaps so we won't lose too many time just flying outwards to dissipate extra altitude and speed, this way increasing our fuel burn, because remember, we need to rescue. A real feeling. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right, we are close to the downwind like this. A bit high still, 4,000 feet, but that's okay. We're going to correct that in no time. Let's go gear down. And flaps approach. Now this is going to be one hell of a fast approach. Trim the airplane properly. Let's go, landing lights on. I can even do the props forward already. So gears down and locked, lights are on, flaps approach, past the beam the runway. Over to the Pacific Ocean. Let's slow down the descent rate. Let's go flaps full. Start to turn. Not lower than 120, please. We need to have an emoji for the landing, apart from the smooth landing. We need to have something for it. Man, I love the noise of the props. It is just so nice. There we go. Now we can have a nice lineup. Slightly high still, but we're gonna correct in no time. 120 on the speed. Now we can go for 110. Add power. There's 110, 500 feet above ground. We're stable. That was pretty cool to do. Man, the view is so nice. Okay, and remember, this is a thin runway. And very nice. Welcome to Hokitika. We're gonna have to taxi to the very end because of the width of the runway. Flaps are up. Transponder can go to on. Man, look at the view with the mountains. That was so beautiful. And do you guys understand why I was worried about the fact that the runway is thinner? Because it gives an illusion that you are higher. When you're landing on a thin runway, you actually, if you're used to land on wide runways, you're gonna have a feeling that you are too high, and you're gonna have a late rotation resulting in a botched landing, like the one I showed you on the emojis with the wheel. And it's a real thing, it's a real illusion. It happens. So, and it happens here on the sim. So I had this happening to me a couple of times when the runway was thin and I would not be prepared because I would do some flight for fun. And I would simply go, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, I'm approaching the runway, I'm all good, and then I put the idle, and then the runway comes to your face, like real fast. So always pay attention to the length of the runway, the length and the width of the runway that you are on. Alright, so we have the doctors waiting for us. We're gonna do the same procedure. We're gonna shut down engine number 1. And let everybody on board. Strobes off. Careful with the fuel. We don't want to hit the fuel. Man, what a beautiful place New Zealand is. And there, I guess it would be the terminal. So I would be stopping here. There's a gate. That's where the ambulance would come. Okay. Brakes are set, taxi slide off. Alright, let's go. Avionics master power off. This is off. And I'll leave the inverters on. Let's go right engine to high idle so it can support the load. Left gen off. And cut off engine number 1. Wait until it hits 30% on the turbine. Feather it. Leave the beacon light on. The load is supported by the generator 2. Good stuff. Alright, let's go back. Let's leave the passenger on board. Now check a look at Valanta. -151. Not far off. Not far off, JTP. Man, but this does look beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's just so nice. Beautiful livery, beautiful plane, beautiful scenery. New Zealand is awesome. Okay, so let's load up. Oh wait, I didn't remove the weight? Really? I thought I did. Well, we're gonna have to change the weight. Let's say this is, I don't know, 40 kilos. Both parents are coming. And the assistant, which was 85 if I recall, with 50 kilos. That is fine. Let's hit applied. Close this. We're ready. Let's go close the door. Sit there. Alright. So everybody's on board. We actually have a fasten seatbelt sign that works right here. Check this out. Oh, come on. Yeah, see? Disconnected. And it can go only for fasten seatbelt, which is weird because does this mean that you can smoke on board? I don't know. Let's leave it on. And okay, pump is on. Whoops. Pump is on. Gen is off. Beacon light is on. Unfeather the prop. We have power. We have everything. Let's go. Starting 1. 13%. There goes the fuel. ITT rollback, 51%. Everything's on the green, starting gen. There's the load split. Both to low idle. Avionics master power on. Taxi light can come on. The rest is all fine. Pitch trim, rotor boost on. While we wait for this to align, let's come here real quick to the flight plan. Menu. Delete flight plan. And now we just need to add Christchurch. If I had more time, I'd probably fly to Auckland right now, which would make sense, but I'm gonna have to return to Christchurch. But a flight to Auckland would be pretty cool right now. But it would take us about 1 hour and something. Beautiful views across the South Island and a bit of the North Island. But yeah. November Zulu, we're gonna leave that for later. Charlie Hotel. And I'll probably go for the same ILS runway. Syncrash Flyer has Airflow Labs a Discord to report the bugs. I don't know, actually. I reported a couple, or I report some of the stuff, including the flight model, on the forums, but that's about it. Flight Vision, hey, welcome to the stream, how are you? Have a good flight. How many have I missed already? Well, you missed the first rescue that we've completed to Mount Cook, the return to Christchurch. Did I close the door? Okay, Jesus, I did. And yes, the autopilot broke. I broke the autopilot somehow, and I hand flew almost the entire flight with a full IFR approach into Christchurch, where we had a 777 following us, and he landed as soon as we vacated the runway, which was pretty cool actually. And this is our final flight to Christchurch. Clear left, clear right. I'm gonna go to the wider runway for this departure, so we're not gonna initially climb over to terrain. And that's basically it. Can I switch off flight directors? Yes. Oh, there was a guy actually. I needed to park on the other way. That would be more beautiful. Sorry, guys. Let's go landing lights on. Clear left, clear right. Gonna go for the left one, so we won't make the noise over the city. And yeah, that's basically it. Now we are in Hokitika. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful. And just look at this. This looks like some sort of Switzerland, but with sea, because it's literally Pacific Sea on this side. Yeah, I need to take this serious on some of the places of New Zealand which have smaller runways. And King Air would not land there, but this series would. So remember, now we need to be careful because we have an ill passenger on board. Alright, let's hit brake and let's go ignition, recognition, hot by, windshield, auto fader. Props forward, that is fine. Transponder out, rest is good. 11,000, let's go 12,000. You guys are ready? I am ready. Takeoff, okay. Let's go. Props are good. 90% on the torque. Airspeed's alive. And rotate. Positive climb gear up. Past blue line flaps up. Lovely. Whoa, 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 almost over torqued the engines. Alright, let's see if I can get the autopilot to work right now. So let's go climb, nav, never mind, heading, and it's good. Lights off, taxi off. Add a bit of torque. Man, I would be happy to have this view out of my when flying. Really nice. Goodbye, hockey ticket. Was good to be there. Right now we are returning to Christchurch. And yeah, we're gonna be doing the ILS. So let's program that real quick. Procedure approach ILS 02 via. Do you guys want me to do from the other side? From runway 20. We could do for runway 20 as well, to have a little bit of variety. Oh, and also Flight Vision, basically you guys were the rescue coordination center, so you picked up the destinations. So I posted a poll twice with the options that we had for all the airfields, and basically you could pick the one which you would call for me to go. All of them were good, so there is no way to get it wrong, but yeah, cool stuff. So now my question is, should we go for runway 20 or 02? What's your call, guys? Let's see, how's the weather? Wind line variable, still rain. Yeah, let's go for runway 20. Let's do things a bit different, why not? So let's go procedure, approach, ILS 20, and we're gonna go via the Odyssey. No. Let's go Diffsu. And let's activate it. Proceed direct to. Hit nav. There we go. Beautiful. Past 10,000, recognition lights off. Oh, so they had to give priority to a patient. Well, I spoke on Unicom that we were a medical evacuation aircraft. Now, I don't know if he gave me permission or not, but we were pushing it pretty fast. Maybe that's why we went first. But he wasn't waiting a lot, for surely. I'm gonna remove the torque so we decrease our climb rate to a better level off. Or a smoother level off, should I say. So 56% of torque is actually good enough to climb at a rate of around 1000 feet per minute. That is good to remember. There we go, leveling off. Let's remove the props, or decrease the props, 1600, prop sync on. There we go, a lot better than the first time. Now I can add a bit of torque to let the airplane accelerate. Yeah, cooler. We're gonna just use the other runway. Sing Fresh Flyer, send you a donation. Hope it will help to buy new pedals. Oh man, thank you very much. Thank you. I am saving. I'm absolutely saving. I'm saving for the FlyJ Sim 737-200 and probably pedals. Do you guys, by the way, have any good suggestions for pedals, which are not crazily expensive, but at the same time they won't break as fast as these ones? Cooler, by VATSIM rules, no one is allowed to get priority, so maybe it was courtesy, but there was no requirement. Yeah, it makes sense, and I was honestly not expecting something from them, but it would be actually fun. Man, look at this view. Isn't this beautiful? Wait, let me do outside view. And let me just let it roll around. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Which pedals? Ah, yeah, cooler. To be fair, a few people even pay attention to Unicom. Yeah, I've noticed that, unfortunately. That is true. It would be good if more of them would pay more attention, but that's fine. That's okay. We got there very nicely, and the guy landed behind us with plenty of space. So he was doing a good job on his side, and we got to see that huge 777 landing. That's actually, you know, even to have traffic at Christchurch is unusual, I would say. Cooler, which pedals do I have? It's basically the cheapest ones from Trustmaster. It's TFRP, I think. It's like literally the cheapest ones, and I like them a lot, but they're not very durable, and they have this problem which is reported by a lot of people. I was looking for some place where there was an airfield. This one. Oh boy. Imagine landing here. Oh boy. That looks scary to get in there. I literally got scared just looking to there. This would be actually a fun place to land on a small airplane, like a really small one. Flight Vision, the Trustmaster TRP are expensive, but I do not regret it at all. I need to check. Let me do a quick check. Trustmaster TRP. Holy crap. Yeah, I can imagine they are very good, but no, not right now. Not right now. Holy crap, this is very expensive. But they look very good. Maybe someday, you know, maybe someday. This is very expensive. Yeah. Mine cost about 1/5 or even 1/6 of the price, but yeah, I know there are ones from Trustmaster that cost around 100 euros, which are fine. And by the way, just look at the scenery. And I was looking at those because they seem to be a good option for me, price wise. And so yeah, that's basically it. Syncrush Flyer. What about the low G Tech ones? Which ones exactly? I need to see, or I need to deep down. No, wait. What do I want to say? I need to dive down and take a look at all of those things. Anyways, guys, we have what? We have 10 minutes till our initial approach fix, and so I wanted to show you the status icons that members of the channel would be having. They're not final again, but it's something that could be happening. So, starting the first one, as soon as you become a member of the channel, you become aviation enthusiast. My English today is dying. So you become aviation enthusiast. So this would be the first icon. I think it fits good, the idea, because it's I don't know, when you were a kid and you like planes and stuff, you definitely do some paper planes, and it's something that is, even though it's very simple, it still reminds you of aviation. So I thought this would be a good icon to represent the new members of the channel. Then, as you keep on going, you become a frequent flyer, because, well, you join our flights, and that's why you are a frequent flyer, and that's why you have a boarding pass and a passport as your icon. I think it kind of makes sense, right? Well, then it's not going to be enough for you, so you start your pilot career and you become the private pilot. And private pilot usually flies small planes, so that's exactly why you have like a Cessna or a whatever this is, Bonanza maybe, but this is basically a small single engine piston plane, and this is going to be the PPL icon, status number 3. Then you finish your ATPL and you become ATPL graduate, and that's why you have a big airline plane right here, but you're not still working, so it's just a plain icon. And then finally you get your first job and you become a first officer. This is where you get the epaulets with the three things. I'm missing the name. The three, Jesus Christ, whatever. You get the idea. And then you upgrade to captain with one more. And from captain, you go to type rating examiner. And this is basically the top level of icon of member status of the channel. So that's my idea. Tell me, guys, what do you think? Would you change something or not? Or do you have any suggestion? I don't know. Again, I am planning on doing 3 more emojis, but the member status, it's they are seven icons, and basically this is it. JTP, a very quick recap. Okay, no problem. So first time you become a member of the channel, you become an aviation enthusiast, and this is going to be your icon. Let me just check the time real quick, 7 minutes. All right, we need to start descent soon. Then you become the frequent flyer, because, well, you're flying frequently with us, so boarding pass and a passport. Then you get your PPL. Finally, after the PPL, you get an ATPL, you become an ATPL graduate. From there, you get your first job, you become a first officer. From first officer, you upgrade to captain. And finally, you become a type rating examiner. And that is going to be it. So that's the idea. Now, I'm going to close this, and I'm going to have to get back to flying, because there is not much time until we get to our to our destination. So first things first, we need to set the frequencies. Frequency for the localizer is 110.3. Oh, nice. It's actually already there. Good. Now we're going to have to program. I'd like to pre-select the course. And the course is going to be 1906. So let's set a pre-selection course of 1906. That is set. I will leave it there for now. And then I'm going to change it to course control. Now, 3,000 feet is going to be our initial descent altitude. So let's do just that. Let's hit descent. I'm going to decrease a little bit the torque. Let me just make sure that there is nobody there. Yep, absolutely clear. Oh, there's a helicopter. November Zulu Hotel Kilo Alpha. In the middle of the mountains. That's pretty cool. Just as we had the helicopters when we were doing the suspicious cargo in Mexico. Sim Crash Flyer, how I get a member? Well, basically you subscribe to the channel and then you become a member. And then the status automatically applies to you. The longer you are a member, the higher status you're gonna get. I think it works like that. I need to explore it still. But basically that's the idea. Alright, let's reduce the torque. Start descent. But I need to upload all of those things to YouTube, and I need to open the membership program so you guys can apply to it, and then you will be able to use the emojis and all that stuff. And there's 10,000 feet, recognition lights on, prop sync off, engine NTI is going on because we're getting into this sea of clouds, which actually looks very good. And we have, what, 4.5 minutes to descend. That looks about good. And I actually should be descending to 2,000 feet, so let's correct that. Actually, you know what? I'll maintain 3,000 for now, and then I'll decrease to 2,000. During our final approach of the day. This flight is certainly going more calmly than the other one. We have working autopilot. $15 to go. Check, and I should check the QNH as well. 1031. That is checked. So far looking good. I think there's an opening, a cloud opening right there, so maybe we will not be inside of clouds through the whole way. Also the minimums for us is going to be 200 feet again, so they are already set, which is a good thing. Set 2,000. Should be clear from terrain. Medevac operation today. So far, so good. There's 9 miles. I really need to sit and program all of these buttons to the keyboard, so it's going to be easier to do. Let me try something. Let me do heading. Course transfer. What it does, nothing. Force control. Force transfer. Nope. Active force. Okay. Let's maintain nav for now. 4 miles to go. Yeah, it's looking good. Let me do heading from here. Course control, change this, actually active course, localizer 1. Disconnect this one. I can close this thing. Let's hand fly a bit, right? Why not? Let's do lights on. Autopilot off. Soft turn to the right. We're slightly above the glide slope, but that's okay. Let's do a 30 degrees turn. Checked. There we go, we catch the glide slope. Should be entering the localizer any moment. I should have kept that turn at 30 degrees through the whole way. And into the clouds, just as before. I'm gonna have to correct for the localizer. So we've overshot it slightly. That's okay. Okay, let's fly straight now. There it is, turning to the left. Let's go props full forward. Get a bit of extra drag. Oh, there's the runway. That's fairly close. Can go visually now. Gear down. Flaps approach. Gear is down. Pretty green. Oh man, that was a nice cloud opening. Flaps are full. Aiming for 110. Slightly low, correcting. Minus 110 says shit TP. Let's see, let's see. Train the airplane for the speed. I still haven't found a spot. Man, the King Air mod flies so much better. It's not bad, this one, but nah, not even close to the King Air mod. You actually understand what you were doing on the King Air, the C90B mod. On this one, you kind of don't understand what exactly are you getting out of your inputs. There's the minimums. We're well stable, ready to land. Speed is looking good. No mountains, but still beautiful, absolutely. Thank you, pedals. Flaps up, reversers. Slowing down nice and softly. Very nice and soft slowdown. That was a very good slowdown. Minus 50 says flight vision. Well, let's see. I'm gonna vacate right here. Clear of the runway. Transponder can come to standby. Let's go to the same parking position. Now, it's definitely not as rainy as it was before. Strobes off. Good stuff. Well, I hope our passenger is fine and it will receive proper treatment. So we're gonna have the air ambulance waiting for him. The air ambulance, Jesus. The normal ambulance. We are the air ambulance. Oh, here we go. Hockey brake set, taxi light off. So, what can I shut down? All fine on this side. All fine on this side. Avionics off, inverters off. Rotor boost, pitch frame off. And let's go. Shutting down. I can switch off the gens as well. Seatbelt sign coming off. Below 30%, feather the engines. Beacon light can come off. And I'll switch the battery off in a second, waiting for 10% on the turbines. Switch off the standby pumps. Good stuff. Battery off. Nav light off. Well, okay. This looks like a good flight. Can now set the gust lock. Let's say that now another airplane would be flying. Close the door. Everybody would be leaving at this time and the door would be already opened. So we come outside. And we can shock the plane. I'm not going to do the tie downs. Don't think we need it. But we're going to shock the plane and put some covers. Right. But before we do that, let's check real quick how is Valenta looking for our flight. Let's review. And let's see, very simple flight. Nice departure, left turn, straight flight. We entered the downwind and then a left turn base with a landing. No idea why it recorded the landing right here, but the main landing was minus 151. 151. So not bad. Then we did the departure on runway 03. Right turn over, then proceed direct to the initial approach fix. Manual hand flying on the turn, that's why I slightly overshot here. And then on the localizer, finally through the clouds with a visual approach. Landing was minus 73. Not bad, not bad. Well, and now we just need to cover up some of the things. Probably I would not be touching that now because it's extremely hot. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to leave it because it will be extremely hot right now. I'm just going to cover the... Actually, I'm not going to cover anything right now because it's probably still very hot. But that is it. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very, very nice to have you here. It was great fun on the King Air, and it was cool to have you as the Rescue Crew Coordination Center. Hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure on the King Air. Next week, I'll probably not be able to stream, just to say you again, because exams are coming and I will be taking my time to rest and study, get sharp for them, and then I will be returning with a couple of streams. We're going to be doing X-Crafts, E-Jet, E190 into London City. I have never done a stream into London City, and I only practiced 2 landings into London City, so I am still pretty green and not very sharp on the landings in London City. So it's going to be definitely fun to experience the London City operations. We went there on the King Air actually, but I never took a jet to that place. So it's going to be fun. Absolutely. Guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the emojis as well. This is going to be coming to the channel very soon, probably exactly in 2 weeks. And yeah, until then, stay great, stay awesome. We're going to be joining here on the channel for another adventure on the virtual skies in 2 weeks. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. See you in 2 weeks.